Hey, hey, how's you doing? How's you doing? I hope all is well and you're hanging in there by the grace of God. Cause yesterday for me was a lot. It probably was a lot globally and electronically. Had a lot of interruptions electronically, like outage issues. I was affected. I don't know about you, but I was affected. And spiritually, yesterday felt like oh, it was a weird day. It was twilight zone-ish. I know every day it's a battle. It is. The energy on earth is so dense, and I just want to take a minute to talk about this mental health epidemic that's going on, because this planet can be depressing, because what you're seeing naturally is disturbing, it's repulsive, it's a disgrace, um, it's humiliating to be um, a citizen of this nation who is, and it's being handled by shadowy figures, by psychopathic nimrods, wickedness in high places. Now, when you're born as a spiritual being, you come out of the womb knowing, you seeing beyond the veil. You are a seer. When you listen, feel, sense, hear things outside of this natural realm, in the spiritual realm, a lot of people now are gonna, it's gonna heighten, gonna think you are kooky, crazy, weirdo, whatever. They mock it, but they also at the same time gonna need your kind, your spiritual kind, because you've seen things not only in the natural, like you can read, you can discern what is going on, but you also seen things. Imagine seeing things in the spiritual too, that can rock you to your core. The way yesterday was for me, I'm surprised I didn't want to take a drink, smoke a blunt, run outside, but excuse me. Listen, this mental health issue that's going on right now, because we just got to accept that we are in some dense, dumb energy, and you're going to be sad sometimes. You're going to be sickened sometimes. You're going to be enraged sometimes. You're going to be hell bent, tired sometimes, and weary. And it's gonna feel like I gotta get out of here. Your mind is gonna be, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. But the master within you, the greater within you, is gonna have to learn how to tame that beast. You're gonna have to learn how to cope. You're gonna have to lead yourself in that manner. You have to be led by the spirit, big time, in this day and age. Because what you're sensing, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, it's a lot. And it's coming from everywhere, from all sides. Personally, career wise, worldwide, from family, friends, lovers. It's never ending. And it's going to get even more intense. And I just want to be real, and let's talk about this, because we can get in that word. Because are you meditating with the Most High? Excuse me. Just see. Before I got on him, I felt like some type of attack on my throat that don't want us to speak the truth. That's how demonic, dense, and dumb this vibration on planet Earth is right now. And that's why Mommy Earth is saying enough is enough. She tired. And that's why you feel tired too. Weary too. So, let me drink something, y'all. I'm fasting right now. Just drinking a smoothie. But as I was saying, you're witnessing two different types of realities one right now. It's like fear and chaos is one reality. Faith and abundance is the other. If you've been doing the work, the inner work, the spiritual work, to be who you are, to own who you are, and be confident in that spiritual gifting, oh, the faith and abundance. You're going to be fed through the famine. You understand? Miracles are going to be happening. Opportunities are going to overflow. And then on this fear and chaos, if you want to get pulled into that, swept up into that, you're going to stay plugged into the matrix. It's fear, chaos, and collapse. Faith, abundance, opportunity. Which frequency you want to be on right now? Because frequency is invisible. And the Most High is a spirit. So the Spirit of God is supposed to be greater within you. And I can understand if some people are seeing folks having like mental breakdowns because they can't take the energy, the spiritual energy right now. Some people are not feeling what you're feeling, not hearing what you're hearing, not seeing what you're seeing. And that's okay. They're just on a different timeline. They're just on a different cycle. They're on their own journey. And so you can't take it personally when they don't understand what you're talking about, where you're coming from, what you're thinking. So what frequency are you on right now? Because a lot of people don't understand. We got to be our own leaders right now. It was never meant for us, society, to be ruled like this. Those people out there doing the No Kings protest, they don't know how to be still. That's how I feel. Because this is about evolution. The Most High is sovereign. And things are happening because change is here. The separation is here. The split is here. And every day it's going to be greater works, greater faith. Asking God for the spirit of endurance to get through. I'm at the point right now where we can agree to disagree, but I'm a follower of Christ. I can sit there and listen to someone who doesn't share the same beliefs or ideas as me or knowledge as me. I can be civil and respectful. Everybody can't do that though. Because this world has taught people to try to control us. And you're feeling like this a mind control. It's coming from every which way. And are you going to choose to be distracted? Because that's how the enemy used those vulnerable around you, those that are weak, those that are ill around you, to distract you, to take you off your path, to distract you from your purpose. This ain't the time to be paying attention to the fallen ones. who chose that path. Like I said, I'm seeing the enemy collecting right now. And as we rise, because as you're rising, you're still going to feel like the shakiness, the bumpy, the off balance, and you got to work through it. Those who endure to the end will be saved. The only way you can endure is with the Spirit of God. You have to learn how to be, Yeshua showed us that. And I had the vision of that. What the Most High is teaching us, the Creator is teaching us right now. To be calm in the storm. Walk on the water. To cast out the demons if you have to cure the mind. Own those sovereign parts of you, those divine parts of you. Because there's an enemy within. There's an attack on the American people, and it's coming from your own. The ones that you voted into office. But then it's, because we can't just look at Donald Trump. He's a puppet. That's a shadow government. I know some people probably think that's conspiracy theory. No, that's prophecy. There's a shadow that I don't want to see you win. And you know what I keep saying? I don't know if you've seen, I haven't looked at it. I think I probably looked at the first, it's a Smile movie. It's a movie called Smile. But it's about demonic attachments and people not dealing with their root issues and how demons can attach to you when you're not dealing with the root issue. Because there's an enemy within. I've never claimed anyone as my enemy. Why? I ain't jealous of anyone. I ain't envious of anyone. I ain't competing with anyone. Every day, my flesh and spirit is battling with each other. You think I got time to be battling with somebody else? Shadow boxing somebody else's demons? This mental health epidemic is real. And Spirit has been having me on a research mission and observing some things and some people, the happenings. And there's 3 things that stand out as I've been researching and observing. I heard one person say they would pop in Xanax, but they were in a dark place. Their behavior was still out of order. Isn't Xanax supposed to keep you calm? Mask on. It just masks the pain. What's the other one? I saw an infomercial about an antidepressant. And this lady was talking about on the antidepressant, she was still having negative thoughts. And had to take, this was a medication that you take with your depressant, so she could feel balanced. Then I heard think about that now. Masking the pain, masking the trauma. But is it really healing? I'm just pointing this out for you to see how deep it can go within you, the spirit, the enemy within. And then I heard this psychologist say, she was a therapist, and she said depression is the devil because it can consume your mind and eat you up on the inside. And guilt is a whole nother level, because you feel like you don't have nowhere to put it. So a lot of people then, when they holding all this guilt, what they want to do, they don't want to be here anymore. They want some type of emotional relief, so they take their own life. You see the pattern? Because we got to own the light and darkness within us. You got to feel it, whatever pain you feeling, whatever sorrow, sadness, madness, and then confront it. Why am I triggered? Basically evaluating yourself, and then move into releasing it. I don't know why a lot of people are claiming afflictions and addictions. That's a stronghold over your mind, over your temple. So those three things that I mentioned, this mental health, your mind, the battlefield is in the mind. But you're going to have to tune into the Spirit of God to get through. And I know it's heavy. And I know sometimes it feels like overwhelmed, challenging. Like, not this again. It's refining you. You could pray about it, but this meditation, really, I'm telling you right now, like just wanting to be in solitude, silence, and chilling with God, that's going to help you to get through right now. Because Mama Earth is rising. Whether you're ready for it or not. Divine Feminine is rising, whether you're ready for it or not. That's the healing energy, the nurturing energy. Some people ain't going to be able to look at themselves in the mirror. They ain't going to like what they see, and they going to nut up. Because they ain't been doing the work. Or they're going to come to somebody like you that has been doing the work. You're going to see this. And you're going to be their spiritual guidance. Almost like a spiritual life coach. This is opening up doors for people. Because we, the seers, the healers, the knowers, the teachers, the spiritual beings on this earth have been mocked for so long. Oh, you'll say dead people? They ain't dead. They're just in another realm. It's levels to this. We could call it heaven and hell. And what is this fascination with heaven? This obsession with getting to heaven, and you're not focused on the heaven on earth? The heaven on earth is within you. What I tell you about those two realities, faith, chaos, and collapse, because the illusions are collapsing right now, shattered right now, for you to see what was really lurking around us and within us. And then on the other side is faith, abundance, and opportunities. What frequency you on? Because every day I am choosing peace. But if I have to cry it out, if I have to feel sad or heartbroken about some things, I'm going to feel that. I'm going to honor my emotions. Honor your emotions. Because the light and shadow within us, we got to really look at this. The light, okay, yes, it can make the darkness flee, but you're going to also need that shadow to stand your ground. Set boundaries. Speak hard truth. Tell them what it is, what's up. And you can do that with class, grace, and mercy. You can still maintain dignity. when you clap back at somebody. Is that what they say? Clap back. When you clap back at somebody. When you check somebody. When you stand your ground, you need your shadow. Because that's integration. That light and shadow within you. Learn how to tame that beast within you. Now, if you feel like you're around somebody that's having a mental health breakdown, think about it. If you feel unsafe, if you feel like they're going to hurt or harm themselves or you, then you know what you need to do. You got to go listen to the spirit within you. But if you feel like it's somebody just having a temper tantrum and they don't know how to manage their emotions because they ain't been taught that, then you're going to have to, the leader within you, the teacher within you, the greater within you is going to have to help them. That's going to be happening in your own family, in your own friendships, in your own workplace. That's the light. That's the greater works. Because one thing about Yeshua, loving, kind, genuine, compassionate, caring, concerned about humanity, walking around with the heart of God in the flesh, truth manifested in the flesh, but also firm. Stood firm with the false ones, with the ones who were going against humanity, who were harming humanity. Stood firm on that. Tone was firm, strong, stood his ground. Told them what it is, what's up, to where they could feel the fear of God. You ain't got to raise your voice. Sometimes it happens. It's okay if you go down. But that shadow that comes out, because we all have it. I don't know what it is about some of these religious spirits who pretend, they don't look in the mirror, they don't do the work, who pretend, oh, I can't be possessed by no demon. Oh, no demon can attach to me. If you ain't doing no type of healing or haven't been restored in some type of way, because all of us are carrying some type of pain or trauma or grief inside of us, and if you ain't dealing with it, you've repressed it, you suppressed it, and you're depressed, what you talking about? That opens the door. The enemy has legal rights to attack you, to use you as a puppet, to go against others. Because I am so tired of hearing this. This sage, because we're going to see them religious spirits get more fanatical as we become more spiritual, aligned with God. They're going to become more fanatical because they're aligned with the fear. We're aligned with the faith. But talking about sage was never meant. Sage is a purifier. Is a cleanser. It never was meant to cast out demons. Nobody told you to misuse it in that way. People don't do their own research. The enemy comes to distort, pervert, and invert the creations of God. That's a herb. So if you misusing it, yeah, you're going to open the door to your own demons. And crystals, shut up about them darn crystals. Nobody told you to worship the crystals. We know they have some healing properties because they come from the Most High. They all in your TV. They all in your phone. They on them diamonds. Them that jewelry you like to give that woman or man. The enemy comes to pervert distort, and invert God's creations. Have you thinking that you're supposed to worship a creation? And any of these readers right now, it's about the posture of their heart. And what doors are they opening up to the divine or demonic? And that's the same with the preachers, the pastors, the bishops, and the church leaders. Are they working with the divine or demonic? We got to stop all this fear mongering. All this, because what we really need to be looking at, you could talk about the sage all you want. You could talk about the cards all you want, the oracle cards, tarot cards. You could talk about the crystals all you want. But what's really going on in our household? Why are people running to things to worship things or people? Why? Let's talk about the molestation. What's really going on in these religious homes? Let's talk about these children being touched inappropriately. Let's talk about these wives and husbands beating on each other, tearing each other down in front of their children, harming and hurting each other inside the household. It starts in your childhood. And if it didn't happen in your own home, you probably saw it in another family member's home or a friend's home. Some type of toxic, unhealthy, bad behavior opens the door. The enemy has legal rights to you and yours when you don't watch your conduct, Negro. All these beautiful creations, I never worship any of them. All praises to the Most High over any and everything. And then the main ones who be slinging that judgment at you, calling you a witch, calling you a warlock, calling you a devil worshiper, calling you everything under the sun that isn't of God. They sit in here worshiping alcohol, prescription drugs, women, sex, fornication, pornography. It's out of order and out of control. Because I was not created to be one-dimensional. We got some sick people running this world. And I kept seeing that smile entity from that movie, that old wicked smile, because that's what the ones who run this world, that's how they be smiling and laughing at us. Because you buy into the division. You buy into the fear. You buy into the chaos. Then you start feeling hopeless, hapless, and homeless. Work on that gratitude attitude. That helps enlighten you to the truth. Navigating you to the truth. Hold on. But yeah, many are being awakened to the truth right now. I saw someone in a comment. Oh, they said on one of those channels I watch about Yeshua. It's Freedom in Yeshua Ministries, I think. And then I saw someone in a comment that asked in the community, if God is love, it was coming from an atheist. If God is love, why hell? That place wasn't created for God's people. That realm was not created. You can call it hell, but really it's a place where you go because it's of your own creation. The hell within you that you haven't dealt with. You cast yourself into hell. You send yourself into a hellish realm. You punish yourself. Now, the Most High is about correction and balance and justice. That's love too. But if God is love, why hell? If I love you, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to show you who you really are. I'm going to point out the things of your behavior that does not mean me well or you well. Yeah, and God has a right to do that. The Most High is righteous and holy. Order. Order in the court. Order in the court. Divine order right now. Divine feminine. You know, divine wisdom is divine feminine. And black women birth civilization. Put some respect on that. But this is about us learning how to be united as one race, one nation under God. The human family. And many people are not evolving. All this racism, sexism, ageism, discrimination. Y'all still doing the same things. And you think I'm going to keep falling into that? I didn't come here to get caught up in the loop, to be meshed in with the matrix. These politicians play folks to divide and conquer. And then they be sitting up there, like I said, sucking on them cigars, sipping on their whiskey and wine. While money's still flowing into their household and you pain and suffering. And then y'all still looking forward to the next ruler over you, to govern you. Forgot who you are. This is a time for you to remember, or don't. This is a time for you to flow, or don't. This is a time for you to surrender, or don't. This is a time for you to choose peace. Choose joy. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing people talking about it ain't that simple. Yeah, it's hard work to heal. But it's simple to choose. I want to be free. Then you set the intention, right? You ready to do the work, right? To be free. To be healed. To be whole. To have some sense. And to be one with God. This mental health epidemic is because people can't. I'm telling you, I'm about to be, in all the years I've lived on this planet, in this day and age, I ain't never felt anything like this. This is a highly spiritual roller coaster that we're on. And it's going to become even more intense. And then there's upgrades that's going on within you too. And sometimes I could just be chilling in the bed, just relaxing, sitting up or laying down. I mainly feel that when I am like choosing to be relaxed. My body, the inside of me, I'm vibrating. Mama Earth, like you gonna rise with me. You feeling that frequency. And some people don't understand, like they probably think they have a medical condition or whatever. No, it's rising, ascension. A lot of people don't understand the return of Christ is that ascension within you. Ascension within you, greater within you, greater works. Keep on looking for Jesus up in the sky. It could happen. But what are you doing? Why are you waiting? Are we really supposed to be sitting here waiting and to be lifted up to the heaven? You don't know where you going when you transition to the other side. If you ain't did no healing or restoration, no helping, no caring, no compassion, no empathy on this earth right here. What God called you to be. You could be written out of that book of life now. You come down here wilding out, going against humanity, attacking your own kind. And I don't understand these people. Well, it ain't meant for me to understand these type of people. There's other forms of life on this earth now. We're talking about the creator of the cosmos, the creator of the universe. And you think just human beings on this earth, on this planet? It's other forms of beings on this earth. And you about to see it even more. You better get your mind right. I'm telling you right now, elevate your mind. Renew your mind on the daily. Yeah, you can pray. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to pray so you can slay the demon, slay the dragon, slay the darkness, whatever you want to call it, and then keep it moving. Because we're not supposed to be here to do what our parents and grandparents did. They suppressed and repressed their spiritual giftings, their spiritual abilities. And you are the one who chose to incarnate and live your truth. And live out loud. And not be ashamed of it. Do you know when you're ashamed and feeling guilty and not feeling worthy, what that attracts? You stay in a dark place. That's a little cool, y'all. I can't keep up with this weather. It's like warm during the day and cool at night. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with you on the truth. Y'all see I got my I'm a soldier. Let me sing. I need my what she saying? Where they at? Where they at? She need her soldier. Where they at? What a soldier's at? Where they at? Where they at? Come fatigue on. They're trying to. It's war. This means war. This means war, but the battle belongs to God, right? But sometimes the God within you is going to have to stand your ground. Set boundaries. You ain't a little girl no more. You ain't no little boy no more. Yeah, it's okay when you're in a safe space to tune into your inner child, but if you're in a place or in a space or an environment where somebody is antagonizing you, disturbing your peace, intentionally harassing you, you know them narcissists, you know what they can do. But look at me. That's all they want, attention. They don't care whether it's good or bad. Gray rock 'em. Don't respond, don't react. That you gonna lead in that way. And watch it have a ripple effect. Oh, I can't move her anymore. I can't get a reaction anymore. On to the net supply. Go on to your net supply. Leeching off my energy no more. You ain't taking what don't belong to you anymore. Stealing my good vibes. Itch don't kill my vibe. Itch don't kill my... I said itch. I'm trying to curse less, okay? Because I's a lady. I's a lady. And it's okay. Jesus still love you for cussing. I'm so sick of that too, because people like to spiritually regulate you. Jesus love you when you out of sorts. Jesus love you if you smoking on that crack pipe. Why I said that? Because I'm surprised I ain't in the alley smoking on a crack pipe. After all this energy, all this frequency, all this spirituality. Let me stop. Okay, y'all, I'm about to start nutting up. But I just want to say, Jesus loves you no matter what. God loves you no matter what. But nobody ain't told you to be willfully ignorant or willfully sinning. Oh, God will forgive me if I just hit this and then go out and whoop that tree. Oh, I gotta go, y'all. Folks wilding out like that. They don't think there's a consequence to their action. Who are you? Who is in you to think there is not going to be a consequence to your deeds, to your actions, to your words? We got to be mindful right now of the words that are coming out of our mouth. The power of the tongue, the power of the tongue, the power of the tongue. Something trying to twist my tongue. Get on. Speak a life. Speak a life. When you tired, say, I find my strength in you, Father. I find my strength in you, God. I find my strength in the Most High. Whatever name you want to attach to the Creator. Okay? It's only one true living God. Divine feminine, divine masculine, because you are made in that image of the Most High. You want some peace? You choose to go to the one to get that peace. I mean, you tune in, plug in to the source. So you can get that peace that surpasses any human understanding. I told you, people on this planet make things harder than it has to be. It's complicated. I'm going to keep coming at y'all about that. It's complicated. No, you complicated. You conflicted. You confused. You deluded somewhere on the inside. Or you're attached to someone who want to keep you in a complicated situation. I'm telling you right now, discernment is key. You gotta be discerning people, places, and situations. And some folks are just gonna get aggravated and irritated because you read them. You don't know, man. What the heck you mean I don't know you? I see you. I see you, peekaboo. And then they'll gaslight you and say, no, that ain't it, partner. Oh, yes, it is. That's who you are. That's what you show me who you are. What is that? But yeah, y'all, it was a little tough for me yesterday. Electronically, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And I'm surprised I didn't take a drink. I've been cleansed of that. If I do take a drink, it be some um what would it be? Oh yeah, soda. Not soda, but like ginger ale. That's my favorite soda. Ginger ale. Or I eat a couple gummy bears. That's my vice. What's the other one? Or a nice cheeseburger. I'd rather have that. Because I'm telling you right now what I'm learning. I'm getting a lot of rest. I'm getting more balance and harmony within me with this time off from work. But I know when I go back to work, it's still gonna be a toxic environment. It's a lesson for some of you too. Even when you're balanced on the inside, you know you're still in a toxic world, in a hateful world, in a fearful world. But the greater within us is about faith, abundance, and opportunities. And you're going to be fed through the famine. I keep hearing that, fed through the famine, because things are coming. That was kind of like well, I've been going through it, where things are going to happen that's going to cause disorder in your life, or a disruption in your life somehow. And you're going to have to learn how to manage your emotions, your spirit, your reaction through it. One thing I have been gifted with the spirit of, when everybody like panicking and stuff, I'm the one. I've been gifted to be calm in the chaos when things are heightened, when the tension is heightened. Because I like to have clarity, to think clearly. Okay, why they over there panicking and fear mongering and analyzing everything up in their mind that could go wrong. Okay, what's the solution? Let me tone into the source, because I'm solution oriented. I won't complain. And even if I do find myself doing that, I catch it. Because complaining ain't going to help the situation. We can't control the madness that's going on in this world right now. That's because things are collapsing and people trying to hold on to it for dear life. They want to hold on to the illusions and lies for dear life. I want God. I need God to get through all this that's coming our way, that's happening right now. It ain't happening to you, it's happening for you. And I know that's a little hard to get. For me? It's just happening for me. I don't feel good. It ain't right. Something just ain't right. You know, as of lately, I have... Y'all remember that movie Belly? Who was in that movie Belly? Nas was in it, I think. T-Boz was in it. I think DMX. I don't know if DMX was in it. I don't know. But you know, Belly, you know, the black independent film. But it's a man, he had old pimp hat on. And he eating a banana. And he looking down the street. And he like, I don't like that ish right there. I don't like that ish right there. He said the other word, S-H-I-T. But that's how I am looking every day. And we're going to have to be at the place where it's on this planet. It is what it is. Mental illness, physical illness. It's like the reality here. It's normal here. They want you to be mentally and physically ill or dead. Because that entity that I see keeps smiling in the spiritual realm. Because everybody keep playing into the division. Y'all still don't know how to get along. Rodney King even said that. Why are you getting beat to a pulp? Can't we all just get along? Now, since y'all can't do it, divine order is here. And we're about to see mass death. And a lot of heart attacks. Because people just ain't going to be able to take that frequency. That's rising. No matter what. Evolution is here. Change is here. The reset is here. Awakening is here. What you gonna do this Christmas? Christmas about to come up. And y'all, I don't even want to, like, Thanksgiving and Christmas. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I just want, look, now I do love my lights. I will put up my lights and tree. I like the decorations of Christmas. You know, the light of the world. I'm the light of the world. And why not put some light up around my house to have some Christmas cheer? But y'all, this is some tough times that we're going through right now. People are hurting. People are struggling. That's why I said if you see somebody having a mental health breakdown, make sure it ain't just them. Ask them, what's going on with you? What happened to you? Are you hurting? Are you sad about something? But if they are in a state of mind where you can't calm them, ask for help. But we got to be mindful about putting people, because that's what's been done, putting people in these mental institutions. Because all they're going to do is put them on some type of medication that's going to scramble their brain even more. And the healing ain't happening for them. Is that what we really want? And as Spirit had me researching in this mental health field, the first things these psychologists ask you is, do you want to get on medication? We, the seers, the spiritual beings, we're going to be the holistic therapy for people. That medication ain't helping people. It's supposed to be used as a bridge to healing. How can you not feel some type of depression or sadness or sorrow on this planet? And you ain't broken, you healing. You're feeling it. You're supposed to. I know a lot of people are numb to the pain, to the trauma, to the grief, because that's what they're choosing. But be proud of yourself feeling all this stuff, facing it, and then choosing to walk in healing, recovery, and well-being. And I think I'm going to shut up, because it's about to be an hour, and I just want to spend some time. I was going to go live. And then I was feeling like, no, I ain't got time for these ones who ain't got no sense. Because it's too many people right now. Here go my hair freezing up. It's too many people right now that pretend that they support you but can't stand you. Well, go on then. Go on. Bless your heart. But get on. Okay? I don't need you in my space. Okay? And that's for anybody. That goes for anybody. Kind of weird. Pretend to support somebody, but can't stand somebody. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Something ain't right within them. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? And winning right now is surviving and thriving. Okay? And maintaining your mental stability, renewing your mind on daily to a divine mind instead of this group think. All this racism, sexism, ageism, ism, schisms, division, collusion, collision, collapse, chaos, fear. Look, and all this social media. I'm gonna say one more thing. If I hear somebody, let me shut up. I was about to say, don't call me auntie. Because auntie is a term of endearment, like for other cultures. I've heard that in like Nigerian cultures too. What they say, they call, it's like ma'am, auntie. It's like for their elders, anyone that's older than them. That's a term of endearment, of respect and honor. But when they do it here in America, I try to say you old. I ain't your auntie. I ain't your auntie. I can be big sis to you now, but I ain't your auntie. Because many of y'all that say that auntie here, it's like that ain't a term of endearment. You ain't respecting me. You just thinking I'm old. I'm wiser. I'm better. What are you talking about? Live a little more, child. Then you'll feel good about yourself. Because this battle too between young and old, it has to stop. Cause we can learn from each other. And then these baddies, they like to call themselves baddies because their hair and nails and eyebrows be done to the nines and makeup be on fleek. I don't even know if that's a word. And then they want to call you a broke bia and a bomb bia. Hey, do you live your best life walking outside every day with a mask on? But stay in your lane. Because a lot of y'all, where y'all getting this money from? Y'all selling that coochie. And I don't even judge you. But when you step over in my lane and want to call me a broke bia, a bum bia, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got no likes or subscribes. When you step over in my lane and start judging, expect the judgment to bounce back on you. You can't do that. Stay in your lane. Quit looking down on people. Quit thinking you're better than somebody. Because nobody is better than anyone. Nobody is perfect. And nobody is beyond redemption. Align with the divine, because you're gonna see who is aligned with the divine and who isn't in these times. And I'm gonna let y'all go on that note. Let you go on that note. Find your joy, find your peace, find your love, find your strength in the Most High, because greater is within you. You gotta know that, believe that, trust it. Be here now, be present, be grateful, be well. And I'll catch you on the next go round. I'm keeping you all lifted up in my high thoughts and prayers. I receive the prayers and the support that you give me. I'm so thankful and grateful. Keep your head up during this time. They say keep your head on the swivel, but that means I'm always looking behind my back. How about I discern and just look through that eye right there? And trust what the Holy Spirit is telling me. Holy Spirit is watching and observing too. You better recognize, but be safe out here in these streets. With all this trafficking stuff going on, all this missing that's going on, all this kidnapping, that's going on, because wickedness is at an all-time high and your light is shining bright, be mindful what you're putting out. And before you step out that door, be protected. Be aware. Discernment is key right now. All right, y'all. We'll catch up again sooner or later whenever I feel it. I love you. I holla. Peace.